Once upon a time, in a small town called Quirkville, there lived a man named Fred. Fred wasn't your average Joe. He had a peculiar habit of mistaking inanimate objects for living beings. One sunny morning, Fred decided to take a stroll through the park. As he walked, he spotted a shiny red fire hydrant and exclaimed, "Oh, hello there, Mr. Fire Hydrant. How's your day going?" Of course, the fire hydrant didn't respond, but Fred seemed convinced it did, nodding in agreement as if engaged in a lively conversation. Next, Fred encountered a mailbox. "Good morning, Mrs. Mailbox. Lovely day, isn't it?" he chirped cheerfully. Passers-by couldn't help but chuckle at Fred's antics, but he didn't seem to notice. His adventures continued as he came across a statue of a famous historical figure. "Why, hello, Sir Statue. How's the weather up there?" Fred asked, craning his neck to look up at the stone figure. The pigeons perched on the statue's head seemed to enjoy Fred's company, though they kept their responses to themselves. As Fred wandered further, he stumbled upon a mannequin in a store window. "Hey, buddy! You must have been standing here for ages. Want me to bring you a chair?" he offered, oblivious to the fact that it was just a lifeless model. Eventually, Fred's quirky behavior caught the attention of the townsfolk, who decided to organize a surprise party for him. They decorated the park with giant replicas of all the objects Fred had befriended, including a massive fire hydrant, an oversized mailbox, and a towering statue. When Fred arrived at the park, he was greeted with cheers and applause. "Wow, what's all this?" he exclaimed, genuinely surprised. The townsfolk explained that they wanted to celebrate his unique perspective and the joy he brought to everyone with his friendly greetings. Fred was moved to tears. "You mean you don't think I'm crazy?" he asked, his voice trembling with emotion. "Nah, Fred," one of the townsfolk replied with a grin. "We just think you're wonderfully eccentric." And so, the people of Quirkville continued to embrace Fred and his peculiar ways, realizing that sometimes it's the quirkiest characters who bring the most laughter and love to the world.